Hi, this is Dave Mast for HolmesCountyTicket.com. Welcome to Ticket TV. Here in our studio, we're joined today by a special guest here, really super special guest, Curtis Wagner, a soccer extraordinaire here. Curtis, welcome to the show.
Thanks.
All right, Curtis has recently done some great things on the soccer field. Through the Worcester Elks Lodge, he went to some shootouts, some local shootouts here on Worcester Memorial Day tournament, and both he and his sister Carrie took first place in that. And then in June of this past year, they both went to the district shootout in Worcester, and both of them won that. In July, they both went to the state shootout at Kids America in Coshocton, and Curtis took first place, and his sister Carrie took second place. So Curtis qualified for the Northeast region of the United States shootout in Fredericktown, Maryland, on March 7th. And on March 7th, Curtis went out and did something spectacular. Not only did he place first in his U12 group there, he was also the first overall placer of all age groups on that day, and he set the highest score ever in the 28-year history of the event. So Curtis, that's an amazing run there. How did you go about doing that?
Well, I wasn't as nervous as last year because I had done it before, so it wasn't as hard as last year because the nerves weren't as bad.
So you basically, what you do is you kick into certain areas of the goal, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's from how far out?
27 feet.
So 27 feet, if you think about how far that is, the three-point line in basketball in the NBA game is 23 feet, so it's a little bit further than that. So it's a good distance out, and they give you different point awards for hitting different areas, right?
Yeah.
And the upper 90s in each goal are worth 5 points. Mm-hmm. And you take 15 shots, and when you went to nationals, they gave you 3 warm-up shots, and you hit 1 out of 3 of those.
Yeah.
And then you got on a roll, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
And talk about a little bit about you shot for the upper right corner on all these shots. The 5-point area, which is the toughest to hit, but it rewards you the most.
Yeah.
You made 12 of the 15 shots. What's your thought process as you're standing there 27 feet away, waiting for the next kick?
I was just trying to drown out the sound. That's what I do usually when I'm shooting, and just focus on the goal.
So when you kick, you don't really look at the ball. I mean, you do look at the ball to begin with, but then once the process begins, you're focused on the area that you're kicking to.
Yeah.
And was there ever a time there where you kind of got into a rhythm and you felt, yeah, now I got it going on? So, and because at the end of that run, you made like 6 straight shots, and they were in basketball terms, they were nothing but net. So nothing. They just didn't hit anything. How does that feel to walk out of there knowing that you've set a record that's been around for 3 decades now?
It was really exciting. Yeah.
As you continue your career here, I mean, you went through this process last year, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
So 2 years ago you went through this, and you made it to, how far did you get there?
Regionals again.
Okay, so this is your second time at regionals, and you said the nerves weren't quite as bad this time around. You're facing kids from 6 different states around the Northeast United States. These kids are the best soccer players, probably the most talented kids to come out of their state, obviously, at least through this Elks tournament. Was there ever a time when you were intimidated during this tournament?
Yeah, I shot like 4th, I think, and so when I was watching the other kids, I was kind of nervous.
What was the closest score to your 60 points?
Like 45 maybe.
So there was not anybody really within shout distance of you. You hit 12 of 15 shots, and all 3 of the shots that you even missed were really close to going in too. One went just a little above, and one of them banged off one of the bars. I think 2 of them actually hit off the bars. Have you ever just sat and just shot these things over and over like that to see how many in a row you could make?
Mm-mm. I don't really practice much.
So you're a soccer player. Tell us a little bit about where you play soccer.
I play soccer with Buckeye United, and we play up in Worcester.
So all of your soccer experience basically comes from you just playing the game.
Yeah.
So you don't really take a lot of time to specialize in this.
Mm-mm.
You just kind of perfect your game in practice by working on your foot skills and shooting and the whole playing, really.
Yeah.
How often do you play?
Every Saturday, and I have practice on like four days of the week.
And do you always have a soccer ball at your feet?
Yeah.
If we asked your mom and dad, have they ever said, put that ball away and come eat supper?
Mm-mm.
Never.
They They tell me to keep it on the floor though.
Oh, that's good advice, especially in the house.
Yeah.
Because my sons play soccer. We've got all kinds of stuff beat up. So,
Yeah.
you know, will you go back now? Is this something that you'll go back to again, or is this your last year?
I have 2 more years till U14, so I'll try again next year.
Okay. And where do you go from here? How awesome would that be if you were just perfect?
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be very cool. Well, congratulations. That's a great job. You know, we look forward to seeing you down the road here next year and the following year and seeing how far you can go. And you're a 6th grader at West Holmes Middle School. So pretty soon we'll see Curtis playing for the Knights up on the big varsity field up at the school. Curtis, congratulations.
Thank you.
For HolmesCountyTicket.com, I'm Dave Mast.